My name is Tim Pegg, and the mission trip I went on to was to Botswana, Africa, specifically the region around Gaborone. The entire trip was a spiritual turning point for me, and just trusting in God, because there had been multitude of challenges from having to still trust God even though when my parents disagreed with me going there, to actually being there and breaking out of my shell and evangelizing people, to also now putting together a sermon to preach. Like, God overall brought me out of my shell and, turning me into more so the man that I think he made me into. So part of our trip was to go onto campuses, local campuses around Gaborone, and one of those was the University of Botswana. I still remember my teammate was talking to a guy already, and like a lady just comes and just sits down and waits for about an hour because she wanted to talk to him, and she ended up accepting Christ through it. So it's just like, it's that awesome feeling that God's gonna move how he wants to move, and he's gonna do what needs to be accomplished. You're just kind of there, you have a front row seat, you have responsibility to actually be there and be intentional about your time there, but God's gonna move there.
Hi, I'm Dylan Wertman. I went to Vienna, Austria for a summer mission for 5 weeks, right smack dab in the middle of the summer. So God did not appear to me, blind me, and say, "You're going to Vienna, Austria this summer." When I heard about this opportunity at winter conference during winter break, but he was prompting me, and he was saying, "Go somewhere, man, do something. With the time you have, with your singleness, with your youth." I was talking to my younger self. I would say definitely you don't need to feel in love with the culture. You don't need to have this resonance with the name of the country or the people there. Like, you don't need to have heritage tying you to the place. Like, you can go anywhere and do anything in Christ. Part of our team was doing outreach on a campus, or they were maybe just outside the campus on this street. And we had these perspective banners, which crew uses to really gauge people's beliefs, like what do they believe and why do they believe them. And this guy biked by and he was looking at the banners, and one teammate walked up to him and said, "Hey man, what are you doing? What are you looking for?" And he said, "I'm biking around Europe to find the meaning of life." And we got to, I think they shared the gospel with him. I'm not sure what happened. I don't know if he came to the faith from that, but just little things like that, the coincidences of people are looking for God and we happen to show up at the right time.
My name is Chris Wolf. I was on summer mission at Ocean City, Maryland in the summer of 2016. Ocean City, Maryland, for whatever reason, all those people just come to you. They come to Ocean City, Maryland. And it's just really cool to see God work internationally through a place that still is right here in the United States. When it came to support raising, there was definitely a lot of kind of nervousness and anxiety attached to it. I think that anytime we're faced with the idea that we have to ask people to give us money, there's kind of that just innate uncomfortableness that comes along with it. But at the same time, and it's, you'll hear this from anybody else in the organization or who has done this before, support raising isn't just for you. It's to invite other people along in the same mission that you're a part of. And in doing that, God is abundantly faithful. There is not a single person on that trip who was not 100% fully supported. And there were 30 of us total. So something that's important to remember is that God is good, and that all he has for us is good. All he has for us isn't comfortable. All he has for us isn't pleasant. Sometimes all he has for us will bring suffering. But all he has for us is good. And God is good. So if your reasoning for whether you're going to go on summer missions or not is based upon boxes that are being checked, and if God is going to do something specific or not, or if there's going to be something provided for you, forget it. Ask yourself this question: is God good? The answer is yes. Is all that he has for you good? The answer is yes. Go.